manhood.
Shalom. All
Giving us
praises to
our
Yahweh
family
Bashim
back.
Yahushua Bashim Kakadash. It's your
Many
brother
of
Elder
us,
Bishop Ike. I'm back at you with another
it's a
video.
wash. But for the
It's like I'm
generations
moving
coming
around right now, but
after us, he's
this
putting
thing
the
just popped up
man
on my phone, man,
back
and I had to
in
do a
his
little quick
rightful place
impromptu video.
as head of the
I
house.
didn't even listen to the whole
I
thing
told
yet,
you.
but I
And
listened
now
to
we're
first
here. The fall
first
of the
5
African
seconds.
American hood rat
Oh
is
man, I was
upon
like,
us.
man, this is
Made
fire. Just to the title alone.
I don't know if
The
you
fall
know
of the African
what you're
American
looking at right now.
hood rat.
What's
Section 8
happening
princesses.
in America right now.
You know? These
It's
Section
the
8
fall
queens.
of the African American hood rat.
Man, through the spirit of Yahweh
witnessing
Shai, been prophesying
Section 8
this
queen, the
for a
fall
very,
of the
very,
food stamp queen,
very long time.
The fall of the
You know?
welfare queen.
Let me
spoke on
rewind
this.
See what my man's talking about.
Days after the inauguration on
Okay, I can't even play it. Hold on.
coming for. And
Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna have to hook my Bluetooth back up. Hold on. So I can listen to this too.
at the head of the household.
Hold on, brothers. What the fuck just happened? Ah, man, these devices, bro. Okay, let me see. This is hooked up now.
Generations coming.
Nope.
He's putting the man.
There we go. All right, so let me start from the beginning.
I don't know if you know what you're looking at right now. What's happening in America right now. It's the fall of the African American hood rat. We're witnessing it. The fall of the Section 8 queen, the fall of the stamp queen, the fall of the welfare queen. I spoke on this.
Man, I'm gonna have to rewind this. I'm gonna have to rewind it, man, because yeah. Oh my goodness. See, even dudes in the world are happy as hell. Dudes in the world are happy. You know why? Because these are the same women that are on Section 8. Here you're a hardworking man. You're driving a truck. You're working in a warehouse. You're operating machines. You know, you're busting your ass in the office, right? Making a so-called honest living. You know, then what? 40% of that shit comes out in taxes. You're paying your taxes, you know, registering your car and all that stuff. And these same funky hoes will go in a club, right? With a $5 dress that they bought from Rainbows at some cheap ass store. You know, it might have been $10, you know? And they keep the tag on it because they can't really afford the dress. So they go to the club and they stunt on you. You know, Redman said it the best. He said, champagne hoes with Kool-Aid money. Champagne hoes with Kool-Aid money up in there fronting. You gotta buy them a drink. You gotta be a baller. But here it is, the same chick is wearing a dress she gotta return tomorrow, right? And if she spills some wine or something on it, she's fucked. She just lost her last $10 to her life, to her name, until the next welfare check comes in, you know? And here they fronting on dudes that are hardworking, you know, catching hell. Fronting in there like they got it like that when they don't. And on top of that, the house is messy as shit. Man, we know all about these hoes, right? So these dudes are happy, they ecstatic, you know? Because these are the same ones, same chicks, champagne hoes with Kool-Aid money.
Many of us, it's
how hard we talking.
I don't know if you know what you're looking at right now. What's happening in America right now. It's the fall of the African American hood rat.
And it's all over the internet.
We're witnessing it. The fall of the Section 8 queen, the fall of the food stamp queen, the fall of the welfare queen. I spoke on this. months ago.
We
In
spoke on
the
that decades
8
ago, my
days
man.
after the inauguration on who President
Decades
Trump
ago.
was coming for and what he was doing it for. This for us, kings. This for us, black men. They putting the black man back at the head of the household.
Now, I don't know about all that, man. Okay, now I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing that. But cause right now they got the troops out there. They about to off the black men, you know? But basically what this is a time of Jacob's trouble. Daniel's the 12th chapter. This is a time of Jacob's trouble. And so Trump is the man. The Most High is using him, right? Proverbs 21. The heart of the king is in the Lord's hand. He turneth like a river. And remember, Isaiah 10, we bring out all the time. The Most High is using the whipping stick to bring on Jacob's trouble. And he's attacking the men, the women, the kids, everybody. This is Jacob's trouble. This is like 70 AD all over again.
American hood rat. We're witnessing it. The fall of the Section 8 queen, the fall of the food stamp queen, the fall of the welfare queen. I spoke on this months ago in the 8 days after the inauguration on who President Trump was coming for. And
all right, let me I got Isaiah 32 locked and loaded. You already know that. But let me get Isaiah 42 real quick, right? Because he said I told y'all what he said months ago. We told Isaiah 42 and 9. Okay, verse 8, I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that is my name. All right? So first of all, when we out there prophesying, we prophesying through the correct names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So the Most High had given us the spirit that we're about to read about in verse 9, right? Hold on. I am the Lord, thy power, right? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that is my name. Why would he say that if his name didn't matter? Why would he explicitly say that? That is my name. Not Yahshua, not any of them other names. Yo play yogurt, right? Yahweh. That is my name. It says it right there. Can you read? Right? And my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Verse 9. And you know what? Them food stamps, that's an idol for these black women. The food stamps, you know, money, food stamps, EBT card, that's a nigga woman's idol. You know? She sacrificed kids for them food stamps. What do I mean by that? Meaning the so-called black woman made it a business because it's a partnership with the corporation called America. Made it a business to have kids for the sake, again, more food stamps and money, free money in their pocket. And these hoes are getting buku money, 4 G's a month. Who the hell needs 4 G's worth of food? So they'll get 4 G's a month worth of food, right? They own a grocery store. And you know who they are, right? They in a grocery store, they got a certain swag. The hood rat got like a hood rat swag to them. You know, and the shoes they wear, they just got a hood rat smell to them. And they in there throwing whatever, all types of snacks, all type of snacks in a cart, in a food cart, you know, with some Capri Sun, you know, and they really think they doing something. They bragging. My kids eat. I don't care what nobody say. My kids go and eat. My kids eat. You know, but they do it like they stunting on people out there that actually work. You know, in other words, you know, my kids are taken care of. You know, as if you're going out there busting your ass to actually take care of your kids. Nah. You know, you getting free money from Daddy Esau. You know, and that's what I mean by sacrificing your kids, because you'll just go out there and make it a business to have kids with Pookie and Ray Ray, the random dudes, you know, that you think they look good or whatever, and you want to smash, and you don't care, you know. You smash without a hat, without a condom, you know. You let them shoot up the club. And for you, it's a win-win, you know, because you get your rocks off. But then you have a kid. You don't care about having a kid because the kid to you is another paycheck. So here it is, you get another paycheck. The more kids you have, the more paychecks, you know. And then you'll hire some bum to stay with you, because if you actually hire somebody that's working, then you can't stay on the food stamps. You know what I'm saying? So the food stamp recipient will purposely, you know, have their kids not go out there and get a job. You know, if she has a son, she'll tell the son, don't go out there and get a job because it's going to stop my food stamps. Just be a bum, play video games, smoke weed. You know, I'll give you as a reward, I'll give you as many Capri Suns as you want, son. You know, they got Pookie and Ray Ray up in there eating snacks and smoking blunts and shit. And that's the life of the hood rat, you know? And the government supports it. With the food stamps, like I said, about 4Gs, and a lot of these hoes, what they do is they buy food because you don't need that much food. They'll buy the food and then they'll flip it. They'll sell it like 40% off and they'll flip it. So on top of the money they're already getting, you know, they'll flip it. They'll flip the food stamps. On top of that, they'll actually live in a nice house, you know, for about $50 a month, you know, and a lot of them even fall behind on rent in that. So, you know, let me go back to the scripture. So Isaiah 42, and I'm not talking shit. This is real life shit I'm talking. This is what really goes on, all right? Isaiah 42 and 8, I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, that is my name. And my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things are come to pass. That's called history, right? New things do I declare. That's called the future. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So why did I read this? You know, because my man, I'm not getting on him, you know. You know, just for him making that video, he got his head is in the right place. But we've been saying this through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Read verse 8, the Lord is my name, right? And part of his glory, his Lord said, I will not give my glory to another. Now that's really talking about the whole house of Israel, right? The Most High did not give himself to be a power for the God of the other nation. He's a God of Israel. So he didn't give his glory to another nation. But right now, 2025, right? Israel is not the Israel of the Most High, you know? Israel doesn't cover with the spirit of the Most High. The Israel are basically, they're Moabites, they're Africans, you know, they're Edomites, you know, whatever shit they're into, they're not even, spiritually, they're not Israelites, okay? So the people of the Most High right now is the elect. That's the people of the Most High, the elect. Paul spoke about it, the Israel of the Most High. That's the elect, you know? So his glory rests on the elect, but part of the Most High's glory, his blessings is the gift of prophecy, right? And the Most High will warn you of things to come way, way before it happens so you can prepare yourself. You know? Because look, this is similar. This is how Esau works. Esau is the left-hand side of the Most High. When you read the scripture, it says the way the Most High created things, he said all things are double to another, meaning there's a mirror left-hand side to everything on the right-hand side, you know? Even if you look at the way Esau operates, in his own hierarchy, he's got an elect. He's got an elect, right? Which are the elites. Well, on the right-hand side, the Most High God is elect, which are the elites of Israel, you know? The elect. But what I'm getting at is that, damn, I kind of lost my thought there. What was I talking about? The elect of, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, what I was saying is that, basically, man, you know, everybody's kind of, the reason why the world is catching on to what's going to the so-called black woman is because it's on social media, right? But the way Esau works is, you know, he controls social media. So if you see it on social media, by the time the general public finds out about anything, it's already too late. You know, they're talking about the digital ID, RFID, C-HIP, and now all over the internet, everybody's talking about, oh, it's the MOTB, it's the MOTB. I mean, yeah. But if you're just catching on to it, to all these things, it's too late. The reason why Esau puts things out there is called a revelation of the method. You know, it's to get you some consciously prepared for what's coming. But by the time they put it out there, it's already on lockdown. They already, you know, it's too late to do anything about it. You know, but through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the Most High had his men, his elect men, prophesy about what my man is talking about years ago, as far back as you brothers can remember. We always said that, reading Isaiah 32 about the teats. We always said that. We said they're going to lose their jobs. Is that not happening right now? Matter of fact, let's go to it. All right. Let me read verse 9 again. It says, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So way, way, way before it happens. And through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the prophets, they rise up early. They go out there in the highways and byways, making videos, and they warn the people about what's about to happen. But the majority of Israel, they didn't want to listen. Called us names, fan our hands, especially the so-called black woman, right? Now look what's happening. Exactly what the Spirit had to speak about. Exactly. Let's go to Isaiah 32. Matter of fact, let's listen a little bit more, my man here.
Things, this for us black men, they putting the black man back at the head of the household. If you can stand under the pressure of manhood, He giving us our family back.
Come on, dude.
Many of us, it's a wash. But for the generations coming after us, He's putting the man back in his rightful place as head of the household. I told you, and now we're here. The fall of the African-American hood rat is upon us. We made it. I don't know.
This dude's, he's kind of bugged out. Anyway, he doesn't understand that this is a time of Jacob's trouble. And yeah, it's not just a black woman that's gonna catch it. I mean, she catching it. But yeah, Esau is about to come down with all the wrath of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Esau ain't got no plans on putting the black man back in this place. Come on now. What happened is he don't need the black woman no more. The black woman served her purpose. He don't need you anymore, right? Let's go to Isaiah 32. And verse 9. All right, I'm going to go straight to the point because we all know the scripture. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Listen up. And the Most High, through the Spirit, through the prophets, right? All the brothers that came out of One West, all know the scripture and all have had prophesied about this. But, here at GMS, Great Millstone, we've been harping on this for the longest. For the longest. Had a lot of dudes come up again. Why are you talking about the black woman? Like they got tired. The Most High is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man, because when he brings it, he brings it. At the end, it shall speak and shall not lie. Y'all thought we was bullshit and just talking shit, You so-called black women go to church, all up in a church, giving your money away, hopping up and down on the pastor's rod. But which one of them churches told you this was going to happen? Which one of them pastors out there was able to break down 32 and 9 the correct way, like the brothers at Great Millstone, the men at Great Millstone have? And it's happening right before your face. Who else? See, I just thought we was talking shit. Now everything is unfolding right in front of your face. On the TV. And man, hey, they're about to shut down social media because there's too much stuff coming out. So they're about to shut it down. You know, they're about to shut it down. The whole world, Yahweh Shai said, I ain't come to set fire on the earth. What if it be already kindled? Man, the whole world is in an uproar. Right now, Italy is a coup d'etat going on in Italy right now. You know, because they were enforcing a digital ID over there. So the people overthrew the government. Nepal and Italy, you know, overthrew the government. And they stopped, I think they went on a boycott and stopped paying everything, you know? But yeah, there's fires going on all over the world. Everything through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that we've been talking about. And I'm not taking no credit. You know, none of us is taking no credit. We just saying that is written in the scriptures. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai said it, you know? It's written in the scriptures. The Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai gets all the glory. The point that I'm making is that he prophesied about it. It's right there in the scriptures. You know how we know? Because we've been communicating it to the public for years, for decades, ever since I first came into truth, almost 30 years ago now. I remember the apostles breaking down the scripture the same exact way we do today in 2025. And exactly what we've been talking about is exactly what's going on. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as a potter's clay. See how everything's just being broken up right now? Everything that was turned upside down, the Most High is breaking it up. You know? Your contract with death should be disannulled. Anytime you make a deal with the devil, it's sweet for a little bit, but then the pain sets in. I don't care what it is. Whenever you make a deal with the devil, it's always sweet at first. Always sweet. And then the pain sets in. And the pain is usually much greater than the sweetness, which was temporary. Because trust me, when you eat something sweet, you know, sweet tastes good, but it's quick, you know? It goes away. You need to grab another more of them. You know, you might eat a piece of chocolate. That shit is good. You might need 2, 3 more of them cookies. 4 more of them cookies. You know, because that taste, that sweetness, it disappears quick. But let you eat something bitter. Take a piece of bitter herbs or some horseradish and tell me if you're going to try to be swallowing them down like they cookies. I guarantee not, right? So when the Lord brings his pain, it's going to be, man, it's going to be much greater than these benefits. Just go on YouTube, all social media. They're making I'm talking about so-called black women's making all types of videos, you know, complaining about what's going on, getting evicted, because they really thought Daddy Esau was going to take care of them forever. What I was saying before about sacrificing the kids is also, you know, they don't have no father. Because you was kicking dudes out the crib. Because, you know, you're just trying to have fun and bang. Bang different dudes, you know. And if a dude just does something you don't like, you'll kick him out the house because, you know you got that Section 8 flowing through. Food stamps, you good. You got a nice, comfy house. I've seen some of them houses these hoes live in, man. I mean, they look good. Here I am paying the rent that I'm paying. And they paying what you might spend on a pair of sneakers. That's their rent. You know, and they got a nice plush spot upstairs, downstairs, might have a garage. You know, they got a whip. You know what I'm saying? They really think they this shit. And there's a lot of videos these hoes losing their benefits, but they're like, I'm still not getting a job. I ain't never worked a day in my life. I don't plan on it. So anyway, man, rise up, you women that are at ease. Now you want to go get a job. Now there ain't no jobs. Ain't no jobs out there. So what you gonna do when they come for you? Ain't no job. So now, you know, I'll tell you one thing I've been seeing lately, mainly on, I've been seeing this on social media, is a lot of so-called of our women making videos saying, look, I got 3 kids, I can't pay my rent, I ain't got no job, here's my Cash App. You know, the same dudes that are supposed to be broke, right? They're out there asking for Cash App money. So that's a new thing. You know, and you know what now, and then you already know what's gonna happen next, because now that, hey, OnlyFans is going away, you know, another easy route, easy way out for these hoes is OnlyFans. I mean, racking in money off OnlyFans. 1 month, they might make what you make in 3 years. Salary, they make it in a month. So they, again, stunting on dudes. That's the difference between men and women. When men are on a come up, whatever woman they're with, they want her to come up with them, right? A man that's doing well, he'll deal with a bum chick and bring her up on a level. You know, he'll elevate her. But a woman that's got it, making some dough, she got to find a man that's doing better than her. She'll never take a man that's so-called broke and elevate him and bring him up. She'll look down upon him. This is why women are not supposed to be in power. That's one reason, many other reasons, right? But yeah, queen. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. Like I said, careless, because they ain't got no responsibilities, no job, never worked a day in their life, you know. They didn't have to work to pay rent, work to even take care of their kids, so they're careless. A lot of these women are on social media saying it's a taxpayer's job to take care of their kids. Careless. Women, for the vintage shall fail. What's the vintage? These handouts. The job, you know, the jobs too. But the handouts, you know, mainly the handouts. Because you know what a vintage is like if you go in a yard and there's grapes. You know, you got all the grapes there. They're sitting there waiting for you. You don't have to go work for them. You know, you just walk and you pluck some like they're there for you to pluck and enjoy and taste the fruits of them. That's the life a lot of these women been living on. Easy mode. They just go sign some papers, you know, and they got a couple G's coming in for food, you know, and for rent as well. So it says, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Verse 11, tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare. Where are you going to get the weave from now? You know, you're not going to be able to afford that $10 rainbow dress anymore. The clubs, they're not even going, man, even all the clubs are shutting down because men are just waking up and tired of these women's bullshit. And it's the men that's in there buying a VIP, buying bottles, paying for drinks. And now, basically, these women talking shit is the men that hold up society, point blank. And even something as small as a club, when the men are not there, they go bankrupt. Because women, they don't spend shit. They go in there to enjoy. Again, like I said, they're all broke. So they go to the club and it's the men that are buying them drinks, making them look good. You walk around, you see a woman with a drink in her hand and she looks good, you know, because she's over there with sipping on something nice. Somebody bought that for her. You know? The DJ's getting paid because niggas are paying to get up in there. Women get in there free. It's the dudes that are buying the bottles and all that. We make the world go round. And the Most High is going to make you remember that. So these women, yeah, they might have to cower down and go in their rightful place and find a man to take care of them. But the bottom line, man, pursuant to Isaiah 4:1, Esau's going to bring the hell so bad, the time of Jacob's trouble, that the only man that's going to be left are the men of the Lord that are being protected by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's it. That's how bad it's going to get. So it said, verse 9, verse 10, verse 11, tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the benefits. They're going to cry. Go on YouTube. It's all over YouTube. They crying for the teats. For the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. 4 G's a month for food stamps. Fucking crazy. I never ever in my life, as hard as I've worked, I never had 4 G's sitting there just to go food shopping with. And these women are getting that for free. For free. For opening up their legs. So they'll have kids for Esau, you know? And most of these women now, they don't want to have kids with you. I don't want kids, you know? They don't want kids because they more worried about their career. They want to make money and have fun and go on trips with their girls. But hey, you know, now Esau's taking all that away. What you gonna do? Now you're gonna want to run back to the men, but the men are now in the spirit that my man was in. They don't want shit to do with you. You know? What else we got here? Yeah, men are gonna be very picky. All right? There's another word I'm looking for. Yeah, snooty. Men are going to be snooty. I can't think of another word. You know, very picky, snooty. Basically how you women have been. That's how the men are going to be. All right? So, verse 13, upon the land of my people should come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city, meaning the Most High is just going to dry everything out. Jobs, money, you know, all that's going to be dried up. You see it happening right in front of your face right now. So anyway, Lord's will, brothers and sisters that are listening, I hope this was edifying and you learned something. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash, shalom.